favourite year at World's Strongest Man, I'd say it has to be 2011. I went into it, my training went really well for the competition. Although I've got 2 third places at World's Strongest Man, I feel that the 2007 one, there was a few guys missing that perhaps should have been there. And in 2011, all the best guys in the world were there. I went in obviously, yeah, like I said, in good shape, feeling good. And yeah, I got to compete against the best guys in the world, and the only 2 guys that beat me, and in my opinion, are the 2 best ever. So it was Adruna Savickas and Brian Shaw, just because they were so dominant for so many years. And so obviously competing against both has been amazing, but I would say probably my favourite in terms of, yeah, just for a number of reasons, would be Brian. We're really good friends, have been for a long time. We've both sort of grown through the sport over the years, and we've always got on well. I take every competition as it comes now. I think it's, you know, at the age I'm at, I'm 41, and obviously I've got a lot of competitions behind me as well, around about 250 competitions, so I'm not sure how long my body will allow me to do it, so I just literally take each year as it comes. If I had to be honest, I feel like I could probably go for another 4 or 5 years, but you know, any competition could be my last, so I just enjoy it while I can. Yeah, so being a dad has completely changed my life, completely changed my mindset when it comes to even competing. So I got to a bit of a weird stage. 2014, I retired from Strongman and had a bit of a, well, I was going to retire permanently, but then my son was born and I came back to it. But for me, it was, it enabled me to, you know, it gave me some happiness. I mean, I got to a point where I didn't really feel particularly happy within my life or with competing with Strongman. It wasn't giving me that much joy. I just felt like it was something that I needed to do. And having Zach obviously is a real positive thing for my life. I feel a lot happier, and also it's given me motivation that I have to set an example for my son now, so I can show him that through working hard you can achieve good things, and it has given me a new lease of life. So I feel like it's been a massive positive thing for my life and for my strongman career. 3 words to describe myself in 2015. I mean, I could probably be pretty harsh on myself here. So I was very miserable. I was very unhappy with strongman and just sort of life in general, really. I wasn't in a good place particularly. Very overweight and very, very unhealthy. That's pretty much where I was at in 2015. So yeah, miserable, unhealthy and overweight. That would be my 3 ways to describe myself in 2015. In 2020, I would say to describe myself, I'm happy. I'm a lot more positive than I used to be with competing and with life, and almost carefree. You know, I'm in a position where I'm accepting where I'm at within my career. I know it's the latter end, but I know I can still be competitive. So it's actually almost a positive place where I'm not constantly putting myself under masses of pressure to go and deliver massive performances. For me, it's just about going there, preparing well, going there, doing the best I can do, and however the cards fall, that's how they fall. And when I'm on and everything's good and I'm on good form, I can still compete with the best of them. So it's it's a much more happy and enjoyable place to be than where I was 5 years ago. Okay, so for me, I think motivation's a funny thing where I get asked a lot. People say to me, "Oh, how do you stay motivated?" And obviously, with the way things have been recently with COVID and stuff, and it's been very difficult. I think for everybody it's been the same, but for me it's not necessarily about motivation, it's more about being disciplined. So having your training program set in place and sticking to that plan. And the thing is, I think you just create good habits for yourself. Like, I never miss training, ever. Haven't done for pretty much my whole career. So it's just a case of, me going to the gym is just like getting up and putting my clothes on in the morning. It's something that I have to do on the days that I'm supposed to be doing it. And I think, I'm not always motivated. I have some days where I sit at home and I'm like, I really don't want to go to the gym, but I just force myself to do it. And like I said, I feel like discipline is more important than motivation. There's a few guys that are out injured, a few guys just coming back from injury. One notable guy's retired, so we're looking at a lineup where, in my opinion, it's wide open. I think there's probably any one of maybe 6 or 7 guys that could win. So it's really wide open. I suppose for me, probably I'd have to go with form and what they've done in the past. So I would say Brian will be in the top 3. I'm not going to give an exact order here. I'm just going to give my top 3, not in any specific order. So Brian would be one of them. Kielakowski, if he's fit, because I'm hearing rumours he's got a bit of an injury issue, but if he's even 90% fit, he'll be on the podium. And then why not go for my good friend and part-time training partner, Adam Bishop, getting on the podium as well. I feel like he's improved enough where he's in that mix as well. So yeah, hopefully, and like I said, all 3 guys are great strongmen, nice guys as well. So I'd like all 3 of them to make podium. Britain's strongest man next year. I mean, I think the top 3, my prediction, I mean, you'd probably have to go on form from last year and say Adam Bishop, Luke Stoltman and Tom Stoltman. But I feel like Britain's strongest man is the sort of competition where, you know, there are guys like myself where I have a good performance. It was only 2 years ago I managed to, and I got a 3rd place. And you know, there is a few of us that could get in there if things go right. So that would be, obviously, I think the obvious choice would be those 3. But you know, I'd like to think that I've got a good shot at making podium next year.